Hey guys, it's Jeff, and today Apple released iOS 11.1 Beta 3, and this update is to basically fix some bugs that were found in Beta 2 and Beta 1, and also improve the overall performance across all devices in Beta 3. So, first thing that I noticed is just an overall performance improvement on the iPhone 8 Plus. The iPhone 8 Plus is a lot more snappy. Things are more responsive when you want them to be. And I was experiencing this huge lag sometimes when the phone would get caught up in some background processes, and that lag seems to be gone in most apps. These apps would be like the phone, messages, stuff like that, where it would get caught up in processes and basically your phone would freeze. I haven't seen that problem so far and using it for a couple of hours here, so shouldn't have any issues from there on. As far as any updates to features or any visuals, there really isn't anything. All the aesthetics are the same. Everything works the same. There are some new things that I'm seeing here, such as the widget page here. Sometimes when it loads, that weather app doesn't load properly. It seems to fix itself most of the time, but as you saw there, it doesn't load correctly all the time. As far as battery life goes, that's going to be one of the biggest topics of this update. Battery life has been pretty awful with iOS 11.1 in Beta 1 and Beta 2. It's creepily getting higher and higher as far as performance, but still there's a problem. In this update, it seems to have gotten slightly better, I'd say, but it's definitely not perfect. And since we've been on betas for basically the entirety of having this iPhone 8, we can't really get a solid baseline as far as how good the battery life is on the iPhone 8. From the time that we purchased it, it was fairly decent. I'd say it compared to the iPhone 7 Plus when that phone came out originally. On the 7 Plus now, it obviously doesn't contain that same battery life that it once did, but it's still pretty good. As far as any features, we might see more when the iPhone 10 comes out. As far as anything now, we're only seeing a couple visual changes. As you can see, the arrow turns into that flat bar there. That's a new feature, and basically that's it. There's not too much going on. We will most likely see all of the things that we saw in the iOS 11 beta for the past couple months come together with the iPhone 10. One thing with with the iPhones, iPads, any iDevice, in the files folder, there's the macOS server that is still not up. I don't know why Apple has left that there for so long, but that is still not usable. I'm assuming that you will be able to connect your phone with your computer and share documents and have your own server at home, but that feature has yet to be revealed to us in iOS 11. Now, one thing that we always should do is see how performance is affected with these updates. On the last update, performance actually went down, and it was quite significant. From iOS 11.03 to iOS 11.1 Beta 2, the performance was actually quite awful. So let's see the performance through this benchmark. I know benchmarks aren't the best way to test performance, but this is just one performance test that will kind of see where we're at. As far as usability goes, the phone is a lot more snappy. As I mentioned before, the lag is basically gone. There's no crashing of the phone or anything like that. This phone has crashed quite a bit on iOS 11.1, but so far hasn't done so in doing the things that make it crash. So luckily we don't see that yet, and hopefully that will be gone for good. Okay, so we just got done here with a CPU test, and we have a single core score of 4,222, and a multi-score of 10,192. And actually, those numbers don't look that great. Our last score was 10,111, and now we're back up to 92. So never hitting that 10,200 and some number that we got from the first CPU test when the iPhone 8 came out. Now, the benchmarks have always been around 15,000 with the iPhone 8, so we'll just run that test and see where it's at right now. I'm assuming it's going to be pretty similar to what we've been seeing. You can't really optimize the GPU and CPU that much to make that much of a dramatic difference in benchmarks after just with software. The only thing that you can do is kind of slow it down a little bit but make it a lot more stable in regards to iOS 11. That's what we've been seeing here, so hopefully these numbers are pretty stable but also offer the best performance for the phone in the iOS 11 updates. In regards to those updates, we'll probably be seeing the official update later this month when the iPhone 10 is released, or close to that release, more around the time that you can get pre-orders. Pre-orders start on October 27 and the actual release date of that phone is in November on the 3rd. So we just got the results here and looks like we're at 16,070. So that's very interesting. We actually jumped up a whole 1,000 points almost with the update here. So that is very convincing and very promising for the performance in all like apps like AR and stuff like that as far as graphics go. So that's really interesting. We got a really high Geekbench score with the iPhone 8 Plus. So it looks like there has been a lot of performance improvements and bug fixes in this update, and definitely because the battery life is doing really well, I would definitely consider upgrading if you are on this developer profile. So guys, thank you for watching. That is all with iOS 11.1 Beta 3. You should definitely go and check it out, and there's also a link in the description below where you can sign up for the public betas of iOS 11.1. If you guys like this video, definitely leave a comment down below telling me what your favorite features are in iOS 11 and anything you want to say to me in the comment section. Also, share with your friends who might be interested, and definitely get subscribed to see some more upcoming content on iOS 11, the iPhone 10, and also any other products coming out very soon. We'll have some comparisons, reviews, and all of that good stuff. So definitely make sure that you are subscribed. It's been great sharing this news with you. Stay tuned, and I'll catch you all in the next one.